Okay. I would like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we're meeting today. I understand many of us are coming from a range of different areas across Brisbane and other areas of the country as well. So we'd like to pay our respects to the elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Sian. I'm the Executive Officer in the Griffith Science area here at Griffith University. We are also joined by Lucy Dixon, who's our Senior Executive Officer, Zara, who's the Program Director for the program, and Hui, who will be delivering the content, and you'll get to meet everyone very shortly. Once we go through the cybersecurity content this morning or this afternoon, we will then come back together as a group and have a bit more of a conversation around the Diploma of Data Analytics and Computing and Data Analytics. This is a program that the university has just relaunched with some very exciting new changes, and I'm sure will be of interest to many of you listening in today and those who will listen to the recording at a later date as well. So I would like to kick off by passing over to Hui. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and she will take over. Thank you so much.
Okay, so here is about my course, Introduction to Cybersecurity. And then I normally had this one shown in my course at the beginning because we do offer some tools which can sniff the network traffic, and also sometimes we try some password cracking tool in this course. So that's why I put this one here, announcement at the beginning. So now about the objectives of this course. So for this course, we actually will learn who those bad guys are and what methods they use to attack people or hacking some particular systems. So we will learn that. And then we'll also learn how to protect the cyberspace from 3 aspects: technology, people, and policy. So when we talk about protect the cyberspace, and we have to protect from each aspect. Okay, we can't just say, okay, technology solve everything. That's not the truth. So we have to consider all 3 dimensions have been covered. Okay, so we'll talk about this, how to protect in these 3 dimensions. And here is the plan of the whole courses, whole course. The first module is about introduction to cyber attacks and different types of threats. And then the second module will be about different types of countermeasures, where we have a lot of different algorithms and cryptography and also protocols which can help us protect our cyber world. And in module 3, which is about network security, we will talk about especially some network protocol which help us to maintain our network running in a secured environment. And then the 4th module, the last module, will be about policy and governance. So we will talk about different standards and different risk assessment methods and how to maintain the data privacy online and so on. So, and all these 4 modules we will cover from these 3 angles. So when we go through all 4 modules, we will talk about how to protect our cyberspace too from these 3 angles. Okay. And then let's see, normally when we go to the cybersecurity world, or I think everyone probably would ask these questions. Firstly, are our apps or software secure? When we download something from online, when we install some software in our computer, whether they are secure or not, right? And sometimes we also often ask ourselves whether our bank website secure, whether our credit card has been put. I mean, when we input those details, whether it's secure enough to provide those numbers. And also, yeah, so this is about all banking related, and also about the equipments or cars. So all these becomes all the different equipments and things we're using every day in our daily life. So firstly, let's look at some data and then try to understand what kind of world we are in nowadays. So the first picture here on the left top corner is the number of CVE. CVE is actually cybersecurity vulnerability and exploits, okay, short for this long name. But what basically it is actually a database maintaining all different types of vulnerabilities, okay, existing in our world. So you can see there's increasing in the last 10 years, okay, and then actually every day we would identify 40 new vulnerabilities. Okay, it may be relevant to the software, may be relevant to our web application, and so on. So if we go to this website here, and these are some screenshots from that website, and you can see that these are the in total increment for each year. And then you can also bring up every type, okay, the data about each type and what kind of vulnerability existed. So in this course, we will actually look at all different types of vulnerabilities in this course. And so that you understand, okay, what they are and how we get this kind of vulnerability in the internet or in our software or in our operating system and so on. Okay, so this means, okay, there are some problems with our apps, software, operating system, or different kind of administration systems, okay, in our world. And then if we look at the bank website or the banking company, okay, and there is a data about world biggest data breaches hacks. So if we go there, and you can see a lively running data about the biggest data breaches and hacks. So you can see in the world, and then we have many different companies, right? And in different domains such as social media, government sectors, or some companies, sometimes banking. Okay, and if we scroll up and down, it shows you different years, what type of breaches happens in which company, and you can probably see that quite clearly. And if we use a filter, we can look at, especially, for example, the finance or the health sector and so on. So how big the dot is normally just represent how severe that hacks is. Okay, and then if we go to the end, and there's a data about the credit cards and banking, etc. So it shows you how many different companies in this aspect, in this sector, has been hacked or the data has been breached in those banking site or banking company. So this is about the banking side. And then let's move to the equipment and cars. I'll show you a few pictures here. The first one, okay, is actually about a computer worms called Stuxnet, which attacked Iran's uranium refining machine in 2010. And this attack, okay, this kind of attacking those infrastructure may happen to many different types of infrastructure. For example, any factory, power plants, train controller, water facilities, and so on. So attacks may happen to any type. And then the next picture shows you, this is the actually some car run on the highway, and then some people hacker. Okay, these are of course they are ethical hacker. They're just doing some. They're doing some demonstration for the car system hacking. So they control the car when this car is on the highway. And then the next picture here shows you the Tesla hacking demonstration in one of conference in that year. And then they control the car system to do a dancing, okay, do a dancing with the music. And then the last picture here is about pacemaker. So this is about the security hole existing in the pacemaker, where the pacemaker has been installed, implanted in 500,000 people. So very tiny thing, but the system has the security hole there. So now you can see actually there are security problems in every type of system or different equipment, okay, just around our lives, right? So which really makes our cyber world quite vulnerable. And then that's why we should learn this subject, right? And the cybersecurity is really important. So what will you learn in this course? Again, about 3 dimensions, how to protect our cyber world. And there's no like one dimension would solve every problem. There's no such thing. For example, we here with the technology, sometimes people think the technology can solve everything. And then this Bruce person said, okay, if you think technology can solve everything, then you don't understand the problems or you don't understand the technology. So technology itself is important, but it can't solve everything, every problem in cybersecurity. That's why the people are really important, people aspect. And then 90% of security incidents are caused by actually people. Okay. And then with the policy wise, and we will also cover some standard and also the training. So how to make a plan to train people having the cyber awareness. And we'll talk about some cyber security awareness measurement issue, okay, in this aspect as well. So I'll give you some example which you might understand better about what you will learn here. So the first example would be this ransomware attack. So ransom attack, maybe you or your friends may have been attacked by ransomware sometimes, because I often had a lot of students, they talk to me and they have ransomware attack in their files, and their computer have got locked due to some ransomware attack. And then they have to pay money to get their files back. Otherwise, the file will be locked maybe forever. If they can't find any way to unlock the file. Okay, and so this is a ransomware attack. So in this course, you will understand how the ransomware is designed, and then based on what kind of technique that ransomware is designed, and why sometimes it's very difficult to unlock the file. Okay, we'll learn the techniques behind this ransomware attack, and we will also touch how to protect yourself or your files, your computers, from this ransomware attack. Okay, and then the second example would be, maybe everyone has the bank encoder, like this kind of small thing, right? And then this, of course, still based on some algorithm, okay, a cryptography algorithm. And once you learn this course, you will understand why or how this kind of small equipment could help us having the secure banking online, right? And we'll also learn that. And then the third example is about the internet traffic sniffing. So normally everyone is using internet nowadays, and then we all know there are people who sniff your traffic. We try to steal some critical information about yourself or about your credit card information and so on from the internet traffics. So with that sniffing, and we can use some software to sniff all the network traffic, okay, in this course. And you can also see what kind of information you can sniff from the internet. If the internet is using a secured protocol, what the difference you can make or the web technology can make. So in this course, and then we could try to sniff, and we could try to also run some small experiment to see how those spoofing could happen in our internet. Okay, so these are something we will learn from this course, and then we'll also learn this essential 8, where you may have heard from the government cybersecurity standard. So they have announced this one in 2021, and then probably for every company in Australia to do some compliance check with this essential 8. So this now has been a very important like framework, and many companies are following, or they're checking whether they have been updated with this essential 8 or not. So in one workshop of this course, we will actually look at what this essential 8 covers and how this could help with everyone in our daily life or in even our business, how to make it the best, how to best utilize this essential 8. Okay, so these are just a part of the course, and we surely will cover many other aspects in this cybersecurity course. Okay, so here is a glance of all the course arrangement, and you can see we will learn all this, the 12 weeks arrangement. And in these workshops, we're not just the teaching, like the theoretical stuff. We actually are using some tools and some system for you to try out and to do some practices, so that you understand why and that could happen, or what is the theory behind, and you could understand better, okay, about doing all these experiments in this course. Okay, so I guess that's all here from me.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a taste of some of the content covered in the diploma, and particularly in your course. We really appreciate your time. I might start sharing my screen again, and we'll go through a bit more information about the diploma itself, and I'll introduce Sarah as well, who's the program director. Okay, thank you again. So many of you will be interested in the Diploma of Computing and Data Analytics, which is our Women in STEM program. The program is funded by the Commonwealth Government. So it's part of a grant program that we applied for and has just been relaunched, which is really, really exciting. The program is designed to support women who are working in paid employment in an industry-relevant higher education degree. So this is relevant for women who are interested in a career change or to reskill. One of our students who's in the program at the moment did a degree in this background many years ago, but wanted to reskill herself to get more familiar with the latest technologies and things like that, and participate in the program. We've had other students who have never studied cybersecurity before, haven't done anything in computing or data analytics, and have come through to reskill in this area. So it's open to anyone with an interest, which is really, really exciting. So some of the benefits of the program is, as a student or an employee who participates in the program, you will gain access to a flexibly delivered program. It's all delivered online, and the online courses that are delivered specifically for women in this program is a female-only cohort. We do our very best to create a cohort effect amongst the women in the program, and we run additional mentoring sessions, one-on-one conversations, hopefully on a monthly basis. If there's a need, we can look at that, and that's an opportunity for our students to sort of get a bit of extra help if they need it, to meet other women, to support each other throughout the program as well. To gain entry into this program, you do need to identify as female, and you need to be currently employed and nominated to participate by your employer. The employer has to be engaged with the university, and there's a separate process for the university to undertake with employers. The full list of our employers who are currently engaged in the program are on the website, But if any of you are with an employer who aren't on the website at this stage, it's a very easy process to sign them up. So please do reach out to myself and we can have that conversation between yourself and your employer about how we can get that arrangement in place to enable access to the program. There are a number of other entry requirements which are also listed on the website as well. And at the end of this session, I'll pop the link in the chat so it's easy to access. One of the biggest benefits, apart from the learning, obviously, is there is no out-of-pocket cost to the student or the employer to participate in this program. So it is fully funded by the Commonwealth Government. So the program is part-time. We encourage students to study 4 courses per year, and that can be how you do those 4 courses entirely up to the student. So whether you do 3 trimesters a year, one and 2 courses, for example, or whether you smash out 2 courses across 2 trimesters, it's entirely up to you as the student about how that flexibility works with your life-work balance and what's most suitable for you. If that is a barrier for you in terms of participating in the program, that level of commitment, please reach out to have a conversation with us, as we do want this program to be as accessible as possible. I would now like to pass over to Zara, who's our program director, and she's going to give you a bit more information about the program structure and what a typical course would look like. Thank you, Zara.
Hello, my name is Zara. I am a lecturer at the School of ICT, and I am the program director for this Diploma of Computing and Data Analytics. So I think Shan provided lots of details about the courses, but here you can see the list of courses that you will have in this program. So this list shows you the structure of the program. So for this diploma, you must complete about 8 courses, which are these courses. And each year, so each course has 10 credit points, and for each year you need to complete 40 credit points. It means you must complete 4 courses per year. And these are the list of courses that you will have, and these courses will be in different trimesters. So the course names are professional ICT practice, that you will learn about the general IT, and also you will learn about cybersecurity, as who I provided, who is teaching introduction to cybersecurity. So we are in real world, in in industry, wherever you are working with lots of data. You are in social media, you have conference, and every person generating lots of data, but this data is raw and we cannot do anything with this data. But this data is very valuable because we can use it for decision making, and we can learn a lot from this data. This is why data is very important. You will learn how to deal with this data. There is big data, so you will learn about big data. Also, you will have something about the difference about raw data, knowledge, and how we can prepare it for decision making, and also how we can have automated analysis of this raw data. So you will learn about cybersecurity, what are the threats and cyber issues with our information and with our data, how we can manage this data, and also for working with cybersecurity and also in AI area, you need to know about coding. So you will have 2 courses in coding, about creative coding and programming principles. You will learn about coding in these 2 courses, and also social media and data analytics. You will learn about big data and also introduction to AI and data analytics. So these are the courses that you can see, and if you search the course code, you can find the details of each course, and they may provide in different trimester, and it's up to you to decide which one you can take in each trimester. So as you can see, each course, we will have 12 weeks for each course. We will have 4 weeks and then trimester break, and then we will have another 8 weeks of study. And you have lecture and also workshops. Both lecture and workshop will be recorded, and you have access to the recording of the course. And there are different assessment as well. For example, this is an example for type of assessment that we have. You can have a look at this assessment. But before going to that assessment, I should tell you, for study commitment, for each 10 credit point, for each course, you need to spend you need to commit 10 hours of study. These 10 hours include your lecture and workshop time, plus your study time that you should spend for preparation and for reading the course material. Each course has different type of assessment. For example, this one has the 3 assessment. The first one is a workshop participation. So you will have activities in each workshop, and these activities will be marked. And the second assessment is a research-based assessment, and it has 50% of total mark. And the last one is also portfolio, and it has 30%. And as you can see, the different the assessment may have different dues. So we try to have some first assessment in early weeks of the term, and then in the middle, and one assessment at the end. But the type of assessment will be different. For some courses, you may have quizzes, or there can be research assessment or practical assessment. But this is how these assessments work. So we'll have different types. Yes, this was the example of a course that you will have in the course. But if you have any other question about the courses, always, this is my email address. Please contact me on this email address, and I'm happy to help. But this was the general overview of all courses that you must complete in your diploma.
We understand that a lot of people who participate in this program are living very busy lives, and we want to make this as flexible and as supportive as possible. So please do reach out to either Zara or myself. Her email's on the slide. I'll pop both of our email addresses in the chat as well. We want to be able to support you as best as we can to be successful in this program. Wonderful. Well, if we don't have any other general questions, I'll just pop up a QR code. This goes to the website that I've linked to previously. If you are interested in getting involved in the program, you're keen to apply. If your employer isn't yet part of the list of employers who have signed the agreements with us, please do reach out to us via the form that's located on the website, and we can commence those conversations either with yourself or with your employer on your behalf to get you involved and everything signed up and working perfectly. Thank you again for joining us. And I look forward to continuing the conversation with you and seeing you throughout your study journey at Griffith.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.